Soul's already gone. Ooh.
This is the very definition of
quick enough, and that was what they wanted. Should be Sillery now likely to just rotate away, getting a advantage early on in this.
Why, thank you.
Should look to their bottom tower.
Ooh, bot.
Why, thank you.
They actually caught Celery here. They did use the combo as been mentioned, the cookie, and then they spear him back towards the tree, and they managed to pick off Celery pretty easily there. Cost them a lot of regen though. Now that's kind of the worrisome part, right? Is you can go after this Eng, but there's always going to be this void that can maybe RNG turn with back. The panel was kind of asking some of the people they interviewed in the previous. All I'll say is this: in a situation where we want something different, we're going to get exactly that as a killer curse. Yeah, exactly. Level 4 Doom killing Thompson is. It looked like he got greedy with the illusory orb trying to actually snipe out Boom.
It's gonna be a massacre. You're welcome. Valor, my love. I failed you.
Can't quite find him. Bot lane though. Celery actually returned towards the mid. They have to be careful about how they approach Boom. The thing that really turned that into his kill was having this pack leader's aura already, and the stun coming out. Yep, mistakes being made. Thompson thought he could just farm up here, and his TP is still on cooldown for a very long time now. Maybe that's a strategic move. I will make him doom me on purpose. I'm only level 4 after all. And then I can just come back and maybe level up. Right now, it's pretty hit. Celery's now rotating around. There's the thing, whenever you farm to lose your orb, they look to strike, and they do get the boom out, the doom out from Boom. I don't know if they've got enough damage. They're going to chase under. And it's going to work. It's all glue. Thank you. I try hard, and I don't fumble. Unlike this top lane that is already starting to fall apart. I mean, obviously they got the first blood, which gave him a slight advantage, but now sniping out mid one again.
What a bounty!
Down. It's just the rundown. It's very hard to stand up against this combo once they start getting the next speed advantage. Been playing the last few months. What? Is he gonna get away? Oh no, I don't think he is. Final tick. Boom's gonna keep hunting, and he'll get him. He didn't move to the loser all quick enough. Boom's able to get the kill. I mean, that aggression you talk about, this is an interesting thing. I like that you call him the OG Light, because the cool thing about Viking is this interchangeability is, while I'm talking, they're going to find another pick in the bot lane maybe. Seb gets bashed up once finally, and it's enough to get the kill. Oh, no sacks up. No crash RNG this time. Looks like you get away with this one.
Fortified destructions against attack. You're welcome.
Yeah, they're very good at leveraging an early advantage, right? Boom, there it is. He finally finds his target once again. A lot of heroes coming. Hard committal though, but with the tombstone down, looks like the Beast Master will stop his rotation. And that's the thing, right? Because they're going advantage, they leverage it. And that's the thing that OG always done. Like compared to other teams, they wouldn't kind of wait around. Like they'd get the necessary item, and then they'd pivot whatever lane had that advantage and kind of ripple across the map. And, I agree, Viking is simple. The TPs though. Well, it might be trouble for OG in response if they're not careful. Two heroes have come here, back up, disruptions out, so Cody buys a little bit more time and forces OG to hang around, allows him to snipe out Sax and caught on a no-tail as well. One bash would do it, but Shad, where's this RNG? There it is. 2 in a row. He was kind of owed that. No, I want him to go bash every other hero now. We've all been there when we're faceable with it. Just one hit with and then a basic void. So that issue of the chrono not having much damage in it, it's not true. Shad actually hits pretty hard when they come together as spot.
Yeah, I mean, and Shad is just going for this Midas. He's trying to... Doesn't feel like he has to go for the Madness build. Maybe just because of how far ahead they are. Generally, if you look at these heroes, they don't have an insane amount of damage. Don't know. Shad might be in trouble.
Yeah, the damage is there for OG. They spoke rotate with that. They patiently waited. It's a good pick off. It's 2 big ults, but that is probably the best kill you can get right now if you're OG.
Yeah, the thing about the OG draft is though that they don't really have, until Puck Eggs, they don't really have any sort of glimmer capes, etc.
Speaking of BKBs, the man with one is moving around the back here. They do jump first from the Shadow Demon. Advanced BKB from Boom. He'll pursue forward, look for mid one. Moves across the side. The Crown Royal's going to come out to 7 in the meantime. The Doom gets thrown out. Undying is already dead. Rita does go down. They try to turn on to Toby. A lot of damage, but is it going to be enough? Huck does arrive to assist, but Toby stands his ground and fights. Trying to move away. Tops for the final hit coming out. Might be good enough, but no, he cancels it. Toby gets out of range. He's going to live along with the Shadow Demon, and Viking perfectly playing with their HP pools to bait OG into their death.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Boom was just pursuing that way too hard. He used the Doom on mid one, but mid one just walked away. But in the end,
Right.
Out of the plan.
All right.
there's just no damage for the players. The heroes are not. They don't have the levels. They don't have the items at this point. Thompson. Yeah, I mean, he's having one of those games.
Normally.
He has 2 names.
Completely mess with them. Tech speed is not there for them.
Green it out. They'll find a pick off the Shadow Demon. Crown Royal and the Doom are going to come out. They found the Morphling. Nice Soul Rip to heal him up. They'll chase forward on the other side, but nothing to be found. They are hunting. Dax is going to drag them to the south while they pursue to the north, with Boom having that BKB still active. He'll get the Morphling kill. No tail. Unable to save anyone with a Soul Rip. Not even himself.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they have any sort of counter play here.
Alright, there you go. There's the big play.
It's not gonna need it.
Do not comprehend.
The coil
Yeah,
into
that's just
snapping
not-
it with spear. So strong. Oh, Seb. Okay, you might be okay here. Seb, no! You were out, sir! Okay, Mech will save him, but that was too close for comfort there. He was getting ready to club him around the face again. Viking are that fast. You don't expect, at 15 minutes in, a lineup to just obliterate Roshan backwards. Now, they're trying to jump on Shad. Got the Aegis though. Disruption's going to save him. He won't even have to pop that Aegis to live. DP out 10 by Saxon will be interrupted by the Primal Roar. With that movement speed, Toby does pursue forward, looking for more. Just short of spotting anyone, so OG minimize their casualties.
Yeah, and scratch that 18-20 minute part. Look at this Doom right now. Here's the arsenal of the Chrono.
He held it.
Shad is going in. He
Goal on
does
it
have the
too.
E-Shad and the Aegis.
This is fully defensive right now. The Kiss aren't good enough. The Chrono connects on the free. Thompson gets found right on the edge. They'll clip the Fairy Dragon's wings. They'll turn around on the Seb as well. They've already got rid of No Tail. Arena down from Saxa. Too late to save a soul. As they'll find 3, make it 4. The only one walking away from this is mid one. He'll be like, whew, thank God they used that Doom before the fight.
Yeah, I feel like any other team except for OG here would have called this game. It's 17 minutes. 17,000 gold advantage. I think this might be one of the biggest advantages I've seen.
Mercy.
Yeah, but that's the OG. They do have these ideas, and I mean sometimes I feel like it's kind of unbelievable the things that they manage to pull off. Go to bigger tournaments. They have the fighting spirit,
Did he just... I didn't quite catch the start of that. I saw the net getting thrown out, but I think Celery stuck the Dark Troll Summoner in the camp. and then waited for someone to walk over a little bit gullible.
Ah, yes. the classic. Baiting them.
Just a creep to kill. Oh no!
This creep is using the ensnare. Get 2,000 gold per kill at this point, you know, but, you know, Dota has been changed, so no such shenanigans.
Now Dota has this weird match situation. Shad jumps in, catches on the 2, Seb. Where the hell are the bashes, he says. There they are. 2 in a row. I don't know what it is with Shad and his Void this game. He doesn't get any bashes, and then he consecutively bashes time and time. And they found mid one out base. There's no escape from this.
He is very dead.
They don't have to use Prime Roll. They'll just go over and block. Boom, casing in with the BKB onto Notel. Will be pushed away, but the problem is you build it. I mean, they can't retreat. Primal Roar jump in on the park. The arena cannot save him. He's down as well. You just feel like it's a matter of time at this rate before OG's defeat. Is they're going to get team wiped here.
Yeah, at this point, you know, it's starting to feel like or whatever you want to call it. Maybe OG are just trying to see how much of an event you know they can give away.
I mean, maybe it's just one of those never give up, never sit. They've got too many motivational posters on their walls, and it's kind of working against them. It's up to 28,000. It's going to be too late.
Snapfire Mars, there might be a reason why this Mars score hasn't been successful, or at least I feel like they haven't really given it so.
Moving in, Shad. BKB, Prime will be thrown out to Seb. They're getting rid of the tombstone. Doom was thrown out to the pot, so he's going to go down. Seb, nowhere to run or high. He's going to fall. Buyback comes out from Cops. He's been holding on that Dream Core. But what do they have to combo with it? They've got nothing. The ring is still on cooldown for 10 seconds. High violation's making it even harder. No Tail will also pull on the side as the right clicks are Boom, who is going for an Octarine Core in this game. They finally give up. They go, no, that's it. GG. We wondered when they would surrender. It took 32,000 network lead at the 23-minute mark to finally acknowledge that Viking had to buy the balls.
I mean, mid one he tried the axe and he wanted to use. He became the Undying and he was gonna steal the game. But unfortunately for him, Notail only had 1 point in K, so there's no real Q spam available for him.
Heroes are more about surviving the lane phase and then something after.
You know, who knows, you know, he get the first blood in the safe lane. I mean, in the...
Not someone you can easily pick.
No, for sure. IO is dying in the Meltis.
Aramis is gone. Not enough to kill off Notail either. They did get him the full poison stack, but it seems they've identified what they need to do in this lane. Crunch, or X-Person has tank. What do you mean, other caster? Oh, mid one.
Isn't over yet.
Gone. Get the lifesteal out of time. Oh, no.
Double kill.
Hell, no health. He's brought down double kill for Toby. And he's got salve, so it doesn't really hurt his laning at all.
No, and I think the early book in this quite scary. I'm happy he's not double bracer build. Kind of trying to man fight the thing is generally not a recipe for success as a meat.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by Celery body blocking attack.
Proving quite annoying for mid.
We'll get rid of
manage to bring it down.
Is it me or was the damage maybe done
stack,
here?
though.
Yep. Ooh, no, they turn on the Notail. They say that's the easier target instead. They'll whip the poison. Tick off. No, he gets a new one on the mid one. He needs the lifesteal. He does get it. But he needs a target now. Notail's low. Second time. So that means Notail isn't going to die. He's going to turn on to Aramis and they'll just leap forward on top of him. Aramis not flipping onto him. They will kill Aramis.
Yeah, I think Aramis, he missed those two poisons, or I don't know if it was two, but he missed those poisons.
No, he got the tree!
Dwelling.
Oh, he was randomly guessing for a while, then he saw him leap through the trees, and with that rotation, Boom gets a big gold influx.
Yeah, it's also very useful.
Make the kill happen, and you kind of try and jump through the tree. Another kill. Now they're looking for kills. Knew they were going to come over this farm stack. Shad in a bit of trouble, so level 3 IO, so there's no real way to save him. They've been up pulse. Oh, Toby? Okay. He thought maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to save him, but you can see when he threw out that proper roar, it was already far too late, and they don't hesitate to commit the black hole for that pepper. He easily secured the stack.
I think it was a pretty bad idea by Toby there. Exert much more pressure by staying in his bottom with your book. Your Beastmaster without loot and TP and Necro book. You're gonna have to do the walk of shame back to the bottom lane. And if you came there, you know, you were never gonna save the gyro. Trying to get some sort of counter kill in jungle, not for you. Pressuring this
about
bottom.
the beast in his book is now just being dodged out.
Yeah. And
oh no. He gets caught in the cogs. The jump forward on top of him. LSA does come out in time. I was going to be there. Just in the nick of time to maybe save him. EMP needs to get out of range. Able to move away. Tops in his hunt though. With the cold snap still running. Celery trying to save the day. And boom. No, he might tick out here. He's got the fairy fire, but it's still on cooldown. He tried to switch it from the backpack. Too late. I think this comes back to that interception stacks, right? Where OG obviously got more XP out of it without those extra stacks. If that was there, Celery's probably at 6 by now, Stad's probably up at 8. And then they're looking at a rotation in a row. They are rotating still though, they find Seb.
Dire should look to their top tower.
They should secure the bot tower for Viking, so now they can actually get a little bit of extra gold in the pocket of the gyro.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
yeah, so much needed. Viking, they're gonna be a quick
Double damage.
audit.
Go in though, they'll still find something. Aramis has the disruption. They'll find a little bit of time. Run this one off though. Chase him down. The battery assault there, he's gone.
Check this bottom tower ended.
Coming in to play. Aramis gets the disruption out again. Dodge out the EMP. Boom is here. LSA just about clipped on the no-tail. Monkey around, the black hole comes out. They'll turn 1 kill into 2. They've got damn magicians here. Once again, getting some high-value targets out of that black hole. That was the blink reveal, but every time Vikings step up, push back.
Really like what Seb is doing. Black hole. Whenever he sees up, he just don't immediately jumps and just black hole.
Regeneration.
We've been moved towards something, right? Never look like you're kind of slowing down. That is something we know OG have mastered in the past. This idea of never letting up down this tier 1. Toby shows he'll be in trouble because they are smoked up behind the Then they TP mid. They see an opportunity. Mid one in trouble though. Hit up by the purge. He can't get the lifesteal quick enough. He's going to be brought down. So a 1-for-1 exchange. But now there might be punishment bot. Beastmaster goes in. Toby low on mana. They've used the primal roar here. Tom's going to connect with the reload in. They do see Top. The chase is called onto him. The homing missile is going to pursue, but it's going to be too slow. Zaxa does sidestep the LSA in the meantime with the drums, looking to run away from Boom. Will distract him for the entirety of this. No tell here. No longer continue to pursue Thompson. Hook shot. Oh. He'll still be fine, it looks like. Reinforcements are coming. That whiff on the hook shot will not cause no tell his death. Yeah, usually you just kind of, you see a lot of invokers, they choose to kind of go about a route of buffing up their real. Oh. A little free meal found. He's 4 seconds out on the TV. But you can at least look at it as wasting time for OG if they don't find any bigger pick.
Yeah, I think Aramis has tanked like, what, 4 or 5 hooks this game. Also the targets.
Maybe soon we'll see Viking actually look to get aggressive turtles. Toby almost has the Blink Dagger, and the BKB is just one component out of the Dad, and I feel like that might be their go time, right? Where they have to try and make him, as you mentioned, OG, this uncounted Enigma are gonna.
Yeah, and you look at what Seb has already. Got the blinky. No need for this type of build. You're not gonna sustain through all the. Anyways, just blink black hole. You get the link it or counter. You have not rely on.
They found him. Oh, nice pull out. Can't dodge it. And that Enigma you mentioned, he's on his way. He wants to see him slip up here and he wants to capitalize on it. Let's come back in a sec. Purge is thrown out in the mid one, but the timing will stun up and kill off Io. The cooldown. BKB got forced out Scepter. Meanwhile, they will find Toby on the other side of the fight while all that's happening. They're so busy poking and prodding at Sep, they're so reluctant to hit hard. Ends up costing them a second kill inside of Viking. Might cost them one. BBO hammer. Straight into Boom's face. No chase forward, Boundless Strike. What was able to hit. The movement forward disrupted by maybe 2 more seconds. He's trouble. He's gone. That kind of pressure. It's just, like you mentioned before, Gyro, it feels like he's so many items trying to intercept this at all. They are smoked up, but there's no way in hell you're getting in the pit quick enough. And the black hole is still available. It's the big threat that's got to scare you. But slow down a bit. Can you go in front roll for now? Boundless Strike. Peg is picked up by mid one, and Toby for all his attempts will fall in. Oh no! That wasn't the quickest cancel of the black hole. We definitely all saw that. He'll go for a TP away. A lot of damage from the creeps, but not enough to kill him off. Thompson is, however, left behind, but it does reveal he's going to pull the Shad. And they will just zone out and force themselves away from mid one before he can have any impact. The Weave comes hits down, but Laguna hits hard. BKB gets activated. Shad is out of the arena, though. No tell. Stand his ground against this. A lot of heals coming out from Celery. Will find one kill. Mid one can't get the Boundless on the 2. Moves forward to the Boom as Disruption dodges it out, and Aramis is going to live, but mid one going down the once, and it looks like maybe twice. They've got LSA. They'll zone away the reinforcements to make sure there's no ET stomp, and they will stomp mid one's face into the dirt.
Yeah, finally they managed to get it right. I like Pad's kind of maneuver there. He baits out the
maybe Thompson fought most of my usual spells on cooldown. I don't know if I want to do this right now. Seb, gone. And then this is how you start to cripple OG. We said Viking won pickoffs, and when you hemorrhage kills and you come in slow like this, that's what's going to happen. No tell the hook shot to interrupt the stun follow-up, but Sax is already dead. They might lose more here. No tell. In the trees, trying to move away. The creep's going to chase onto him. Thompson fighting with a Shadow Demon possible right now, and he's just about winning, but the reinforcements coming in means it's going to be a trade, and a bad one at that. As 3 more heroes fall for the side of OG, and all it costs Viking or Aramis' life. They might find more if you're not careful. I mean, No Tail, if he shows in this mid lane, this was the thing we talked about. Both sides are like this. If they see one sign of weakness, they will not let up.
And Aramis, he's already Devin prior to this. What's another one? They managed to get a kill on
down as well, right? Like when Shad decides he doesn't want it anymore, you stick it on Celery. That's even more regen. But for now, that's going to be a big pain in the ass. Maybe, yeah, the Monkey King even has. Thompson. War's going to come out. Thompson. Whoopsie.
5 heroes.
All right. How long was he alive that time before he died? I think he was at least alive over a minute. So
I think that was more like 2.
Respectable. He's improved. Although his net worth almost behind the Beastmaster now. He's been having quite the awkward game. And in the last few fights, Toby, I mean, he's been the simple initiation, right? I remember the panel was saying that they were maybe concerned about the not cheap stuns, but these high-value stuns are working out. Toby does get hook shots, but oh no, he does the same thing again! Shad just sidesteps the black hole, and Shad will chase in. He says blood must be spilled for that mistake. Mid one will just TP away. No bash is going to be there, but doesn't really matter. Everything again from OG, and Shad, he's found the counter to Enigma. You just click away from him. It's that simple.
Twice now he's kind of walked out of the black hole range, fading. Cataclysm. Touch and Thompson. Again, that was not a minute. That was way less. And now it's all of a sudden Viking who are on the up and up.
Did they just try, could you try for an end here is what I'm thinking, because there's no black hole anymore. There's no Wukong. There's nothing on the side of OG. I think they might just. Viking.
For here. I think this is very difficult to block for it. Down quite a bit, but
They're dodging out there. I mean, after they dodged the Cataclysm, but now they can't dodge the hook shot. LSA comes down to no-tail, though. He's the one who gets punished. And they'll move forward, as said. BKB will achieve nothing as they'll run him down to the cliff. They know he has nothing to friend, and the primal rule ensure that he can't run away. Mid one, he wishes this fight was on the sides where the trees are so he can move in. He looks on the celery, does get the lifesteal up, kills off the ball. Aramis gets left behind. Buybacks are coming out, and Celery looks to arrive in the fight once more. Just to make sure he's jarring the game.
Yeah, I mean, now he has to deal with both Chat and Toby here. There is now very interesting. Are gonna find Toby.
Exactly, they are going to find him. Now the question is, this was the kind of downfall of OG's lead, 1-by-1 pickoffs. Can OG return the favor? Boom, able to move away with the BKB. Cataclysm's on the march. After the BKB turns around, though, they bring down 2 already. Both supports on OG dead. Mid one, the Abyssal stops the Wukongs. They've lost 4. They might lose 5. They ping where Seb is. They're hunting forward for him. They're just going to make sure he has no easy TP out as they hit him up with the poison. BKB TP out attempt. 1 bash would do it. No bashes though at all. But I mean, what's it for? You know, you've managed to get your big black hole out, but you are truly now 1 fight away from losing this game.
No, for sure. Those kind of be the next points to fight around. Of course, the bash only be.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ugh. Yeah, no, one in.
No, and I like the fact that Shep. Panic. What?
Oh, this one.
Now.
Seb, that's not good. He can't afford to go down the black hole with RPUs. He's just going to die, and that's his dieback. He's gone for 85, and Fight can find the exact hit they need to look to close this game as they'll move into OG's base. And on to those tier 4s. We may have just ended up arriving at the 2-0 ending of this. Mid one gets the Wukongs down. Split through, drags one in, the cuts around all over the place. Toby doesn't know if it's coming or going. Now he's going down from 70. Buyback will come out though. To arrive in the fight. Sax has got the magic he needs for the moment, but boom, Zaps one up. Mid one able to survive, move away for the moment. But Sax doesn't have the same liberty. He's going to be ran down. They'll hunt for more. Abyssal is out. They'll be able to find the Invoker. Mid one can only hide in the trees and watch his throne die. He jumps in on top of Shad. BKB activated with the Elapis. Well, they snipe out. Boom. It's a good pick, but they need more. They're trying to force them away. Maybe they can get them off the throne, but it's low on HP, and Shad wants to finish this right here and right now. Mid one being juked out. Iceball's going to go down. He needs more damage, but is it going to be enough? Hook shot in on Aramis. Does control him up. Mid one trying to do the damage without being kited out himself. Will turn on a Shad. Forced to fire up against him. It's been prolonged. Does get the life steal just in time for Toby. Arrives to back this up. The point won't push away. It's enough. Flyback comes out. Monkey King versus the world, but the throne is too low, and Vikings will stun him up to make sure they can round out this game with a 2-0 victory over the Kings of Dota's OG4.
Yeah, I mean,